Well, good morning everyone. Let's talk about the weather. As we look ahead past the warm days of summer and into the crisp air of fall 2025, there's a big player on the weather scene we need to watch. It's called La Niña, and it's gearing up to make a significant appearance for the winter of 2025 to 2026. Now what does that mean for you? It means the weather patterns across the entire United States are about to get a major shakeup. Think of La Niña as a powerful director in a grand play, changing the script for everything from your heating bill to your holiday travel plans. It's a natural climate pattern, but its effects can be far-reaching and impactful, which is why we're talking about it now. You've heard me talk about El Niño and La Niña on Today for years. El Niño La Niña, and this year the sister La Niña is set to take center stage. When she's in charge, it has a domino effect on the atmosphere, influencing temperature and precipitation across North America and the world. The forecast models are pointing towards a moderate to strong La Niña event developing this fall. This isn't just a minor blip on the radar. It's a significant atmospheric shift that demands our attention. Understanding what's coming is the first step in being prepared for whatever Mother Nature decides to throw our way this winter season. Let's pull back the curtain on La Niña. It might sound complicated, but the basic idea is pretty simple. It all starts in the vast tropical Pacific Ocean near the equator. Normally, winds called the trade winds blow from east to west across this stretch of water, pushing warm surface water towards Asia. During a La Niña, these trade winds get a major power boost. They blow much stronger than usual. Imagine a fan turned up to its highest setting. This supercharged wind pushes even more warm water to the western Pacific, piling it up near Indonesia and Australia. This is the first critical piece of the puzzle. Now, with all that warm water pushed away from the Americas, something has to take its place. What happens is that cooler water from deep in the ocean gets pulled up to the surface along the coast of South America and extending westward along the equator. This process is called upwelling. So you end up with a large, distinct ribbon of colder than average sea surface temperatures in the eastern and central tropical Pacific. If you live in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, get ready to embrace a true winter wonderland. La Niña winters have a consistent, well-documented impact on this region, and the 2025 to 26 forecast is no exception. The polar jet stream, supercharged by cool Pacific waters, aims directly at the Pacific Northwest. It's a conveyor belt delivering storm after storm straight from the chilly Gulf of Alaska. La Niña here typically means colder and significantly wetter winters. Cold plus wet, you know what that means. Snow. And lots of it. Ski resorts in the Cascades. Ski resorts in the Rockies, good news. Above average snowfall. Especially at higher elevations, this builds a deep snowpack extending the ski season. Now let's head south, and the weather story completely flips. For California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, La Niña is not a welcome guest. The northern jet stream is busy pummeling the Pacific Northwest with storms, while it leaves the southern tier of the country high and dry. A persistent ridge of high pressure tends to build over this region, acting like a giant atmospheric wall. This wall effectively blocks storm systems from reaching the area, deflecting them northward. The result is a forecast that calls for conditions that are warmer and, most critically, much drier than average for the winter of 2025 to 2026. This is concerning news for a region that is already grappling with long-term water supply issues. The winter wet season is absolutely critical for California and the Southwest. It's when the mountain snowpack that feeds the Colorado River and state reservoirs is built. A dry La Niña winter means a below-average snowpack, which translates to less runoff in the spring and summer, further straining water resources for millions of people and for agriculture. We can expect drought conditions, which may already be present, to worsen significantly through the winter and into the spring of 2026. Water conservation will become an even more urgent topic. Temperatures are also expected to be warmer than average. When we look at the forecast for the Midwest and the Great Lakes region, the picture becomes a bit more complex. This area is often the battleground zone during a La Niña winter, caught between the frigid Arctic air to the north and the milder air to the south. The exact track of the jet stream becomes incredibly important. Slight shifts can mean the difference between a major snowstorm and a dusting, or between a deep freeze and a thaw. However, the general pattern for the upper Midwest points towards a colder and snowier than average winter. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. This region is perfectly positioned to receive repeated blasts of Arctic air diving south out of Canada. We're talking about those bone-chilling cold snaps. Temperatures can plunge well below zero and stay there for days. With this cold air in place, the storm track is often active across the region. This sets the stage for more frequent snow events, including the potential for significant clipper systems. These are fast-moving storms that can bring several inches of powdery snow and gusty winds leading to blowing and drifting. As we move into the southern tier of the United States, from Texas all the way across to Florida and the Carolinas, the La Niña signal is one of the clearest and most reliable. This region is expected to have a winter that is warmer and significantly drier than average. A strong subtropical jet stream will be pushed further north, leaving the south under the influence of high pressure. That setup shields the region from cold air intrusions and the storm systems plaguing the northern half of the country. For many, a warmer winter might sound welcome. Expect fewer deep freezes, lower heating costs, and more mild, sunny days perfect for outdoor activities. However, the lack of precipitation is a major concern. Winter is crucial for replenishing soil moisture and refilling reservoirs across the southeast. A dry winter can lead to drought conditions which can ripple through agriculture, especially winter wheat in Texas and Oklahoma, and can stress water supplies heading into spring. Another impact is an elevated risk for wildfires. The southeast also has a significant wildfire season. And that brings us to the I-95 corridor. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and Boston. If you're looking for a clear, confident forecast here, this is the trickiest spot on the map during a La Niña winter. This region becomes a major battleground zone, similar to the Ohio Valley. It's where the cold air from the north and the mild air from the south often collide. The winter story for the Northeast will be written in the precise track of coastal storms, and that is something long-range models struggle to resolve with high confidence this far out. There are a few competing forces at play. On one hand, the dominant La Niña pattern suggests the main storm track will be inland, which would favor less snow and more rain or mixed precipitation for the big coastal cities. This scenario would mean a milder than average winter overall, with the heaviest snow falling in upstate New York and interior New England. In this case, cities like Boston and New York might see below average snowfall, while places like Burlington, Vermont and Buffalo, New York get buried. This is a very typical La Niña outcome. However, there is another critical factor we call blocking. High-pressure systems can sometimes set up near Greenland, creating an atmospheric traffic jam known as a Greenland block. Knowing the forecast is one thing, being ready for it is another. Preparation is all about taking practical steps based on the risks in your specific region. Pacific Northwest, Upper Midwest. This is the time to get your winter car kit in order. Blankets, water, snacks, flashlight, portable phone charger. Get your snow tires put on before the first big storm hits, and check your antifreeze levels. At home, ensure your heating system has been serviced. Insulate pipes in basements, insulate pipes in crawl spaces, for those in the south and the southwest. Check for and repair any water leaks in and around your home. Consider installing water-efficient fixtures and appliances. So let's sum it all up. The science is clear. A moderate to strong La Niña is developing in the Pacific Ocean. It's set to be the dominant force shaping our weather for fall and winter 2025-26. This isn't just a meteorologist story. It will have real-world consequences across the United States. Right now, on September 19, 2025, take this forecast seriously and prepare. That's what's happening around the country.